Thank you all for coming tonight. Welcome to Is This Allowed? A comedy show presented by Radio Free Brooklyn. Does anyone here know what Radio Free Brooklyn is? Okay, raise a hand. Raise a hand if you know. In the back, name 3 radio shows on Radio Free Brooklyn.
Nope.
Fucking poser. I knew you didn't know that. Radio Free Brooklyn is a non-profit freeform radio station based out of Bushwick, New York. They were founded in 2015 as a platform to provide a voice to underserved communities as a tool to facilitate the discovery of music and educating the everyday people of New York City. Have you ever done 10 grams of cocaine and then at 7 in the morning decided that you, a cokehead, are ready to start a podcast? Or how about this? Have you been part of a friend group of emotionally stunted individuals who've done nothing to improve their lives or the lives around them, and then randomly decided that you also should have a podcast? Radio Free Brooklyn can help you with that. As a nonprofit organization, you pay us to give those hot takes and play weird songs that nobody's heard of. You get to let those exist in the ether that people are really, really tuned into. Check us out, radiofreebrooklyn.org. We have an app. You can listen on the web. There's a couple ways to tap in. I have a show there. The events director is here, Sam Wolf. He's going to come on and give us a little talk. But it honestly, Radio Free Brooklyn is pretty cool. I used to work at NPR. I know a little thing about fucking public radio. It's a small thing right now, but we're getting in gear. This is our first show. We're trying to get some shit started, so thanks for coming, and hopefully we can do this again. Sam, do you want to come up and talk a little bit about the mission and the purpose of why we're here?
Give it up for Brian, everyone. We put this show together. Yeah, I'm Sam Wolf. I am the quote-unquote events director of Radio Free Brooklyn. You kind of gave the better spiel about it. I can't really say. No, you're good. I'm just saying you can, like he said, if you want a podcast, come and try a radio show. There's studio space you can rent. Donate, because we don't have any.
We need money.
We don't have any fucking money. And hey man, you're gonna put on a great show. I'm not gonna say anything else. You guys know what the deal is. Underground internet radio. Woo. Yeah.
Thank you. He was pressed to talk, and he was really ready for me to do that, if you can tell. So thank you to Flophouse Comedy Club for hosting the event tonight. And I studied English in college, so I'm like kind of maybe on the spectrum when it comes to words. So I every time I told people to come here, I've been struggling to call this place a comedy club. It's kind of like Taco Bell saying that it's a cantina. It's just, I'm a stickler, I guess. But thank you for letting us host this event tonight. Some of them will be coming on stage tonight later. But as I said, this is our first comedy club, our first comedy show ever with Radio Free Brooklyn. And we're really excited, but there's a rat here. I smell a rat somehow. Yeah. Somehow the FCC found out about our event tonight, and they sent one of their minions down to sort of, really an enforcer. This person kind of threatened me. So I am scared. I am performing under duress right now. I'm sure you can tell. But he is here. The Federal Communications Commission, the FCC, the people who try to cancel Eminem. Yeah, you've heard about them. Didn't fucking work. They're here. They're here tonight. And we really have to be on our best behavior. So can we try, Brooklyn? Can we try to be good people tonight? Let's be good. I want to do this again. So I will be introducing Associate Inspector from the FCC, Andrew Bourne.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. All right. I'm really excited to be here, you know? Thanks for Flophouse for having me, me specifically. And, you know, I'm not here to stifle any creativity, okay? Okay. I just want to say, like, we're gonna have a fun show, right? I'm not here to be the bad guy, but we're broadcasting this show on the.
Keep going. You're good.
All right, on the radio. So because it's going out to the radio, anybody can listen. So we have to keep things a little bit PG, okay? So, for instance, don't say the F word, right? Okay?
No one said that.
Because people could hear that. People could hear that.
Yeah, and the FCC, we couldn't do this without you. So
Okay.
I'm just glad you're here.
You said it twice,
Yeah.
and then Sam also said it, and you said the S word,
Oh.
and you also mentioned cocaine. So let's just be cool, all right? Like, hey, guys, I love comedy, right? Jerry Seinfeld, he's awesome. He's great, right? But why can't we have some clean comedy, right? Jim Gaffigan, some dry bar, right? Dry bar comedy is awesome. No one knows what that is? Okay. It's awesome. That's the comedy that we should be supporting. And, the final thing I'll say is this, like, I love comedy ever since a little kid. I saw those guys in the Times Square saying, free comedy show, Comedy Central. And so I'm really excited to be here. We're gonna have a good time, but let's keep it G, all right? PG. Comedy can be good, clean, right? That's what Rick Rubin said, huh? Art needs structure and form.
Thank you, Andrew. Please give it up for Andrew. Okay, so we got a great show ahead of us. Is anyone here on a date tonight? No. No one on a date? Oh, okay. No one fucks? Okay. You ever go on a date and no one fucks? Okay, all right. I thought I was alone. Shit. Okay, cool. Among my people. You ever go on a date and it's as soon as you see them, as soon as you lay eyes on them, you're like, nah, this isn't gonna work. This isn't gonna work. As soon as they roll up on you, you're like, nope. Next. You guys remember that show? Next. Fucking Next Bus. I feel like we're all of the age here to know what that is. I would have got nexted. I feel pretty good about that. Probably like $2-3, either $2 to $3, or in the like 45-minute zone, and then crying after getting nexted. But it's fucked up because there could be absolutely nothing wrong with these people. No flaws at all. No visible flaws. Nothing wrong with them. But still, next. That's just life. But, man, I went on a date. And like I said, as soon as I saw her, I'm like, this shit isn't fucking going anywhere. She was late. She's late to the date. She came in this big fucking black...
Don't say that.
She came in this big Mercedes Benz, like a van, like a huge van, and then like, okay, great, on a date with a girl who calls an Uber Black. That's a good start. She gets out of the, no, I'm sorry. The car stops, and the driver comes out of the car and goes around to open her door. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. I see what kind of person I'm dealing with. Spoiled, rotten to the core. And, she gets out of the car, starts rocketing towards me, bounding towards me. And she's like, hey, hi. I'm like, hi, I'm Bryant. She's like, you're much taller than I thought you would be. Like, flattery will not help you. I've made up my mind, bitch, okay? So I'm pretty much done with this, okay? And I'm kind of triggered at this point. I'm on edge. We start walking to the door. I open the door, and I hear a little, just like a whimper. And I turn around, and she's about damn near crying. But
Dang.
she's about dang near crying. And I look at her, I'm like, do we have a problem? And she's like, I thought you were a gentleman. Chivalry's dead, bitch. Okay? And she said, you're not gonna open the door for me? I said, no, you're fucking late. You're late. I'm sorry, but I can't, this isn't going that way anymore. She's like, I'm in a wheelchair. I'm like, I don't fucking that. Listen, we're done here. Have you ever seen the movie Sling Blade? You ever see that movie? When he goes, ah! Let's go get us a table. So yeah, I'm not on the apps right now. Yeah. We got a great show, people. I am going to introduce our first comedian. He's a little bit of a wacky dude, a storyteller. He's got some tales. You've seen him on The Moth. You've heard him on Snap Judgment. Please give a round of applause for our first comedian, Joey Rinaldi.
One more time for Radio Free Brooklyn, everyone, right? Yeah, that's fun. So by a round of applause, clap your hands if you know the rumor that pineapple juice is supposed to make semen taste better. I found out recently that semen doesn't make pineapple juice taste better. Yeah, I tried it a few times, it doesn't make it taste better. And I was confused, I was like, why wouldn't this work? So I got investigating, and then I tried the semen on its own, pretty good. So then I tried the pineapple juice on its own, and it turns out I just don't like pineapple juice. Yeah, I think I'm depressed. Anyone else depressed here? Who's depressed? Just me? Yeah, I found out in a very weird way. Have you guys said something and like the reaction the person you're talking to makes, you're like, oh, that was bad. So my friend came over to my apartment the other day, and I have a balcony, and he steps on my balcony, and he's like, dude, your balcony is beautiful. You have the best views. You must hang out here all day long, just take in the sights. And I was like, that is not what my balcony's for. My balcony is a very special place. It's a place where I step onto it, I look down, and I go, not today. Anyone else trying to kill themselves? No, like, I think like that's my dream way to kill myself, because I want to like die on my own terms, and I just feel like New York City has done so much to ruin all of our days on a regular basis that just for one day I want to be the reason New York sucks. You know, like imagine why is there so much traffic? I don't know. Some guy's guts is all over across the city. Those are my guts, okay? That's like my biggest fan. It's like just like I want to be dead thinking about how happy I am that your lives suck. Be great. I told my mom that joke once, and my mom didn't like that, by the way. She hated it so much that she was like, you need to see a therapist. And she made me see her therapist. No one should ever see their mom's therapist, okay? Because as soon as my session started, I immediately started talking about how like I had this crazy ex-girlfriend who was always mean to me. And my therapist stopped me, and she was like, your mom told me about her, and I don't like her either. And like that didn't like feel good, because like now I feel like I have to like justify my ex-girlfriend just because I don't want my mom to be right about something. And I think my mom is the reason I'm depressed. Not just because she's the one who made me go to therapy, but like she's the reason I'm in therapy for many reasons. Like, for instance, I didn't know that like my hair was a problem until like a few years ago, when my mom would just, every time she saw me, she'd be like, Joey, your hairline is receding, you're balding, you're ugly, get the fuck out of my house. Like, she's so mean to me that last year for Christmas, she got me Rogaine as a gift. And I think the Rogaine's work. I know the Rogaine's working, because last time I saw her, she was like, you know what? You're just ugly. That's improvement, people. I'll take it. But like one way I know she's not a good mom is that she always brags that she's a good mom, and that's a good sign to know that she's a bad mom, because like she's like overcompensating. And like one of the things that she says to say she's a good mom is she says she took me to Europe when I was a baby. And she's like, you know how lucky you are that like so many people don't go to Europe their whole life, and you went as a baby. You know who doesn't remember Europe? I was a fucking baby. Why was I in Europe? Like, that was probably bad for my health. I was on an airplane. I shouldn't be on an airplane. And like the reason she brought me to Europe isn't because she's a good mom. It's because Italians do this thing where they take Christmas cards. You guys know about the Christmas card photo? Clap your hands if you know about the Christmas card photo. Anyone? I'm going to educate you guys. You guys don't have any Italian friends? You never got a Christmas card before? Alright, so it's like the original social media. It's like the original Instagram before Instagram. Italian families would take these very beautiful pictures of their families and then send it to everyone they know to brag about how like great their lives are. And just like Instagram, our lives aren't good. But we look great on Instagram. Like all of us look awesome on Instagram. That's how Christmas cards are. Because like my family, we hate each other, we don't like each other, but then my mom makes us dress nice, take this picture, and we look good. And every family we send it to feels bad about themselves. They see my family, they go, wow, we are not as good as that fucking family, they're hot. Because just like Instagram, you have to be hot for a Christmas card. If you have an ugly Christmas card, we're throwing it out. We don't want that shit. If your family's ugly, I don't give a fuck about it. But if you're hot, we put it on a refrigerator, we brag to everyone, like, look how sexy this family is. We're friends with them. Can you believe that? It's awesome. Some people, I can tell, would have a good Christmas card. Other people, I'm a little skeptical about. And just like Instagram, we love the hot families. And there was this one family that always sent us Christmas cards named the Mikos. They had 3 hot daughters. And every year my mom would lose that Christmas card. She was like, why do I always lose this Christmas card? You know where it is? It's under my bed. Okay? I was jerking off that shit every year. That was my present to myself, okay? And then just like Instagram, I finally got to meet them at a family barbecue. That shit was Photoshopped, okay? They came up, my mom was like, hey, this is the Mikos. I'm like, you are not the sluts from Instagram. From the Christmas card, okay? I said slut, is that okay?
I just try to rein it back.
Oh, okay. Does it make it worse that they were like 12, 13, 14 when I met them?
Why did you?
I was a kid! But yeah, that's a true story. I can't believe you guys don't know about Christmas cards. I feel like it's like a lost art, I think. I think no one does this anymore. What else? Oh, speaking of family stuff, I got a lot of family stuff to unpack. When I was a baby, I thought I was going to marry my sister. Did anyone else have this feeling? Did anyone think they were going to marry their sibling? Like, it's not like Game of Thrones. I wasn't, like, happy about it. It was more like, oh, well, I can marry my sister. Like, I wasn't thrilled about it. And the reason why is because all I knew about marriage at that point was my parents. And my parents lived together. Me and my sister, we lived together. My parents fought all day long. Me and my sister fought all day long. My parents had no sex life. Me and my sister, we were kids with no sex life. I was like, this is my future. This is, like, sure, do I want to be with other women? Of course I want to be with other women. But in life, so sometimes you just have to live with the decisions you make, you know? And then I forgot that I ever had this thought. I just forgot about it. And then my sister got married, and I'm like at the wedding, and it all came back, and I was like, that could have been me. And I was like sort of like mad. I'm like, I'm a better man than him. Like she thinks he's better than me. And now like they fight and don't get along and have weird sex life probably, and I'm like, I know what it's like, man. One more family thing. I know it's getting a lot really weird with the family stuff, but my first kiss, I found out like a year after my first kiss, I found out the person my first kiss was with was my cousin. Like, no blood. It was like my cousin's cousin. Is that still your cousin? If your cousin has a cousin, is that your cousin?
Yes.
Which side?
So I hooked up with my cousin. And then she came up as a suggested friend on Facebook recently. And I viewed her profile, and she's happily married with kids. And that made me so depressed, because I thought that was my excuse why I'm fucked up. I was like, my first kiss with my cousin. My life sucks. Of course I'm going to be a fuck up. But she's not a fuck up. She has a good job. She's a good husband. She has kids. And I was like, if she can survive this, then now I have to got like answers to find out. Like, what's my reason for being so weird? Yeah, I go on lots. I like going on lots of dates. I'm a big dater. You guys go on dates here, and no one's on a date right tonight, right? That's what the host said. I go on dates now, not with my cousin. It's pretty great. I have a friend who told me he doesn't like going on dates with girls because he's always like, girls always want men to pay for stuff on. He says girls always want the man to pay for stuff, right? I think he's stupid. I think he should embrace that. I think men should always have to pay for girls' stuff on dates. Anyone agree with me on this? One person, a lot of Brooklyn feminists, I feel that. No, hear me out. I feel like women spend so much money on things like makeup, getting their hair done, getting their nails done to look hot on dates. The least I can do is pay for the drinks to make me look hot to them. Like, I know what I'm dealing with. You know, I got a receding hairline, I have a weird personality, my first kiss with my cousin, you know? And I do have a receding hairline, and I don't mind having a receding hairline because it hasn't affected me ever on a date before. It's never affected me. Like one time I was on a date with a girl, and yeah, you can clap. I was on a girl. It was pretty cool. Not my cousin. And I was on a date with this girl, and she goes, "I think it's sexy. You have a receding hairline because I read somewhere that a receding hairline means you have high testosterone, and high testosterone means you last longer during sex." And I'm here to tell all of you that's not true. I tried it many times. I'm premature ejaculating every time. Yeah. I don't want to premature ejaculate, but here's the problem. Sex, I don't think sex with men and women is like natural. I don't think it's supposed to happen that way. Because hear me out. What a woman wants during sex doesn't help anybody. Because I'm there trying not to come, you know how men try not to come? And then girls will say shit like, faster, harder, choke me. You say that, I'm gonna come. Like, even if I'm not having sex, and if a girl just says those three things, I'm gonna ejaculate my pants right now. Me just saying it right now got me a little hack shot going. Don't look. No, but seriously. No, I love going on dates, but I don't know what it's about me. I don't know what it is, but like I get like weird questions all the time on dates. I'm gonna tell you about this weird date I went on recently. I went on this date with this girl, and she like immediately she asked me about porn. She was like, "Do you watch porn?" I'm like, "Yeah, hell yeah, favorite thing to watch. That's all I watch." And she's like, "What's your like? How would you describe the porn you watch?" I thought about it. I want to give like a really good answer because I'm on a date. I want to impress her, you know. And I was like, I think the porn I watch is just like my favorite restaurants. Because like my favorite restaurants and my favorite porn to be homemade, ethnic, and always family style. Considering all the jokes I said about my family earlier, I think I have a problem. Same date, it's towards the end of the date now, and this girl's like, "How would you describe the way you have sex with women?" Thought about it. I want to give a good answer. And I feel like the way I have sex with women is just like the way America does wars in the Middle East. Because I lie about my intentions going into it. I'll ruin everything. And then I never pull out. Hey guys, that's it from me. I'm Jordan Rinaldi. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your night. And keep it on for Mr. FCC, man. I hope, is that okay?
It was good. It was
How much of that was TV friendly? Oh.
about 12%.
12%. That's good.
Yeah, sure.
I'll take it. All right, thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of your night, everyone.
Before I call up the next comedian, I do just want to say Andrew is a little nervous about losing his job, so it is on the line. So the next comedian, I'm sort of asking you to just kind of rein things in and just be good, if you can do that. So coming to the stage now, she's cool, calm, and collected, and puts the audience at ease whenever she gets on stage. You've seen her around this city at the Stand or the New York Comedy Club, Mia Faith Hammond.
Thank you.
No, God, I respect what you do. God, I couldn't do it myself. So thank you. I do have a few words and phrases I'd like to run by you. And it will affect what I say up here tonight. Okay. Clumsy tits. It's club. Okay, friendly bukkake. A bucket of fuck soup. I'll just Mexican Hitler. Wintertime poop. That's okay. Okay, so we're gonna say wintertime poop sometime. Nipples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitler nipples.
You know what? That one's okay.
That one's always okay, baby. That one's always gonna be alright. President shit ass. Piss. Nope. Boinky doinky doink doink.
No one knows what that is.
No, it's Spanish for something really bad. Really bad. Poop Skywalker. Was that right? So the poop stuff, we can do poop stuff. Okay. Organ donor. But the organ is big tits. Penis.
No.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. So poop Skywalker and wintertime poop.
For some, I don't make the rules. Okay. Poop is
Yes,
fine.
you do. You make the rules.
I enforce them.
You enforce the rules.
Yeah.
Who made them?
My boss. She's. Yeah.
She. Oof. Does that make you feel?
We started at the same time.
Oh yeah. Sure. Same time, and she got the promotion.
Yeah.
Dang.
Is this okay? Yeah. No, I mean.
Listen, I respect you. I respect you so much. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. Feel free to stop me anytime. Not gonna touch the knife. I'm kosher. Anyway, these are less of like jokes. These are more truths I have in my heart. So don't even worry about that. Anyway, it's an election year. Thanks for coming out. Election year. And I hope this is okay to say. Politicians are crazy. Politicians are crazy. I will give you an example. I went to a rally the other day, and I saw a politician. This is true. He took a baby, and he kissed it on its forehead. What are you doing? Its mouth is right there. The Democrats don't even know how to make out with a baby. What?
Maybe not the baby kissing stuff.
Oh, the baby wasn't kissing stuff, it was kissing an old adult in charge of society. I'll think about it. Anyway.
I'm having
I'll keep it
having
clean.
fun. I'm having fun.
I think you're nice.
Thanks. I'm just a lot of stuff has been said
Yeah,
about premature whatever,
that was
I know.
yeah.
but just,
You're keep going.
I'm okay.
Please keep going.
Okay, is it okay I don't have pants on right now? Don't look! Nobody look! Unless you want to. That's a lot. But yeah, don't do that. Okay, you know I'll keep it. Who eats food? Oh, okay, we got some eaters. Oh, yeah, you eat food. This side, no. This side, photosynthesis. Not doing that thing. Totally get. Hey, to each their own. This is a Bible show. I also eat food. I have so many different types at home. Sandwich. I got the apple. Got zucchini. And by zucchini, I mean dildo. And by dildo, I mean zucchini, baby, ladies. Ladies, little word of advice. I've got to stop using a zucchini as a dildo, okay? And furthermore, I've got to stop chopping it up first. So I'm leaking cubes. All night long. So how was that?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Got it. Anyway. This one's fine. For this next bit, I'm gonna need 14 volunteers. Well, they didn't like that one, so I have to go to the next one. They didn't come up on stage, so I'll just... Is it okay if I have one volunteer? That's cool. I'm auditioning to be Jimmy Fallon soon, and I was wondering, is it okay if I run a monologue joke by you guys? Would that be okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God, really? Can anyone be my cue card holder? Does anyone want to be that? I will now choose one since no one raised their hand. Oh, and you're so close to the stage. You'll just hold this piece of paper up, right? For me? You'll do it for me. Wow, you're so strong. Okay. Hey everybody, have you heard about this? A 7-year-old kid was found after accidentally being scooped up and landing into a trash truck. Luckily, the trash truck always wanted kids. Aww. And luckily, the kid always wanted to be dead next to a banana peel. We got a great show for you tonight. The cast of Porn is here. Thank you. Keep it up. What? Oh, no pictures. It was about kids.
Yeah. I think that I don't want to talk.
We won. I won tonight. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry.
Do you do any churches? Do you have any jokes?
No.
Or like, do you have any clean material?
Yes. But you have to hold my hand for this one. Okay, I clean.
I think it's fun.
Yeah, it's about to be. I'm kinky, baby. People look at me up and down, they say, you're not kinky, there's not an ounce of kink in you, I don't think you're kinky at all. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Well then I guess I'm just pooping on a penis platonically. Good Evening America.
One more time for Mia Faith Hammond. We're gonna keep this show rolling, despite his demeanor. Andrew, we're gonna get through this, okay? We've got 3 more comedians. You're not shutting this down. You're not fucking shutting this down, okay? So relax. I'm calling out our no. I don't want to fucking shut up. I'm calling out the next comedian. He is a host at Radio Free Brooklyn. He has his own morning show called Bottom of the Barrel. Hamza Chowdhury, please give it up.
It's so funny because usually I use that as my credit because it sounds so professional. But this is the radio show's show. So of course I'm on the radio show. Good. Hey, give it up for internet, I don't know, communist radio or whatever we are, Free Radio Brooklyn. Whatever. It's a good I do Saturday mornings 11 to 1. We're on there. It's a fun time. I like that he was like, is anyone here on a date? Could you imagine if somebody brought their date here? Right? Hey, babe, you want to go to the free radio comedy show? Do they run it a lot? No, this is the first one. Just trust me, it's gonna be great, babe. Is it in a nice? Yeah, it's kind of by the highway in a room. All the furniture doesn't match. It's great. We're having a good time here. I love this place, dude. This place rocks. This is cool. This is like, it matches our vibe, right? Because it's like you just get it done. Have you guys seen the studio? Does anyone here listen to the show, the radio station? He's nodding. The Clinton Gore 88 guy, 92. I don't know what year it is. I don't do politics. I do radio. Okay, I take it very seriously. I keep calling it communist radio. It's not. I'm sure somebody pays for it. Okay, I'm good. How are you guys? Good. Okay, good. My name's Hamza. I moved here. Is anyone else here a transplant? Anyone else? Yeah, a couple nods. Yeah, we stay quiet. We don't like getting called out by New Yorkers. What, did you fucking move here? It's like, don't make me feel bad, all right? All right, I like it here. I saw my dad moved to Oklahoma. I didn't fucking tell him to do that. That place sucks, dude. My dad moved there because the place he lived in sucked more, which is hard to do. It's not easy to be worse than Booney, Oklahoma. My dad had a dream. He wanted to move to America and be dumb and poor. So he came here and he did that. You know, that's where you do it, in Oklahoma. I don't know. I like New York. There's a lot of smart people here. I made a friend who went to MIT. Have you guys met any of these people? MIT, Harvard. Oh my God, dude, they're like us, but they're better. They are. But we're friends, so we both do the same stuff. Like, we both do drugs, but he does drugs smarter than I do. You know, he microdoses mushrooms to gain focus and changes. I smoke weed so candy tastes better. It's not classy what I'm doing. Now I find myself doing dumb shit all the time. Like my girlfriend, she bought me a cookbook. And I was like, babe, I don't know how to cook. She's like, yeah, that's what the book's for, actually. I forget about reading, you dumb piece of shit. All right, calm down. I don't know. I like you here. My first roommate when I moved here was a gay guy, which was great. Except for one time. One time he got really drunk and he had sex with a woman. I know, isn't that disgusting? This is what I told him. I got mad at him. I was like, hey dude, that's not how God intended gay men to have sex. Right? Everybody knows God created gay sex to be between a man and a smaller, gayer man. Right? Now stick to the rules. The Lord is watching. Straight sex only. Straight gay sex only. Gay sex only. I don't know. The next day, no one called him out on it. He was still calling himself a gay guy. Nobody said anything. I'm just looking at this closeted heterosexual living a lie. Nobody said it. And I told my MIT friend, and he was like, Hamza, he's probably not actually gay. But gay is probably like the bucket that he most closely. I was like, shut the fuck up. You're so annoying. You're so annoying. I mean, he's right. That's why he went to MIT. He's smarter than I am. But I was like, why do I even care about this guy's sexuality, you know? So I started to like think about my own. And I was like, I'd fuck Bezos for $1 billion. Right? Damn, the room went silent on that. Like, come on, Clinton Gore, you're with me. I'd fuck Bezos for $1 billion, which technically makes me a gay whore. So I'm in we're in the plus. We're LGBTQIA plus. I'm in there now. July is mine, bitch. I'm gonna be at that rally, right? That makes sense. I'm glad they explained what he was. When I came here, I was like, is the accountant here? What the fuck's going on? I don't think he's in the FCC. I think he's a middle schooler with a fake beard on. Just for men's suit.
I knew it to come.
His dad owns the FCC. No, he's doing a good job. You're doing a good job. I think we've kept it pretty clean, right? Nothing crazy. Yet. Less curse words. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. I like living here. I saw a tweet the other day and it's been bothering me. It said LeBron James is just different. I can't get that tweet out. Like, hey, thanks ESPN. Thanks for clearing that one up. This whole time I thought LeBron and I, same guy. I thought he got lucky. I thought that's how he made it to the league. I don't know, dude. You know it's like a Gen Z person that wrote that tweet though, right? Because like Gen Z loves doing this thing where they think like not saying something is saying something. Like I was at dinner with this girl the other night and she was like, "Oh, you got to check out this bar. It's a total vibe." And I was like, "Yeah, what is it?" You know, like a penitentiary has a vibe. I don't want to go there. Dahmer has a vibe. I'm not trying to eat with him. Man. She's like, "Oh, if you know, you know." I'm like, is this like a fill in the blank conversation? Am I doing both sides right now? She could tell I was getting mad. She's like, "Are you feeling some type of way?" I was like, "All right, dude, I gotta go." Me and everyone on Earth are. I don't know. I like Gen Z. I do like Gen Z. Although I think Gen Z relies a little heavily on like mental disorders to describe their shitty personalities, you know? Like you're not all on the spectrum. Some of you are just kind of unlikable. It's fine. It's fine. Most of us are. That's totally normal. I don't know. Gen Z talks a lot about trauma, but then they'll say like not that traumatic things, you know? Like I was talking to this kid from work. He's like, "Oh, I was telling my therapist about all my traumas." I was like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's like, well, I was an only child." I was like, "All right, anything else back there?" And he was like, "Well, also my parents were both working professionals." Are you bragging to me right now? I like that Gen Z is very activist. I think that's cool. I think that's my favorite thing about them. But sometimes I think they're a little out of touch with their activism, you know? Like sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like, okay, a few years ago at the Stop Asian Hate rally, I saw a young woman and she was holding a sign and it said, "We are not your fetish." And in my head I was like, that is not your choice. To be fair, it's nobody's choice what their fetish is, okay? I didn't choose girls that hate me. That's not something I want. It's just something I have, you know? I don't know. I don't want to make it sound like millennials are some perfect generation. Millennials were all addicted to alcohol or were addicted. That's either alcoholics or were alcoholics. That's all we have. Like every millennial business plan is like, what if we serve alcohol there? You remember that thing you loved as a child? Let's shove beer into it. Arcade alcohol, mini golf alcohol, bowling alley, more alcohol. There's a place in this neighborhood you can go drink beer and throw an axe. That's crazy. It's not good. I don't know. You can get drunk in museums now. What a terrible place to get drunk. You get wasted, knock over an ancient vase, release a spirit, dude. I got too drunk at the Met. Now my girlfriend's trapped in an hourglass. That sucks. All right. I gotta. Let me tell a joke and get off stage. So I am from Oklahoma. I went home last year and I had a life-changing event. I shot a gun for the first time. Has anyone here ever shot a gun? Oh my God, dude! They're so powerful. I'm a different person now. Like, I shot a gun and then I immediately went and bought White Oakleys afterwards. I shot a gun and then somehow I just knew how to fish. You know? I shot a gun and then I went and got unvaccinated. How about that? I don't need it anymore. I'm going hunting now. You guys ever been hunting? It's the best sport. It's the best sport. You know why? Because my team has a gun. Yeah, the other team, they don't even know they're playing. It's super easy. All right, thanks everyone.
One more time for Hamza Chowdhury. Okay. How are you doing? Okay, nonverbal. Okay, that's not good. I'm gonna bring out. We've got 3 more comedians. Okay, can you do that? Can we continue the show?
Comedy can be clean, like Sesame Street.
I'm gonna bring out our next comedian. They are one of the owners of this club. I think they're at the Comedy Cellar. The Comedy Cellar. I'm gonna bring out Austin Locke coming to the stage. Give it up.
Okay, so it's the radio, so I have to be audibly clean, but I can pull my dick out, I'm pretty sure. You can pull your dick out on the radio. He's handing me money. Who will pay me more money not to? Let's start there. That looks like $7. Do I have $8 to keep it in my pants? Do I hear $8 to not commit a crime on the stage? Is it a crime if I'm on a stage? I don't think so, actually. Like, you know, the only legal way I don't have anything I wanted to make jokes about, so I'm just gonna talk for a moment. The only way you're allowed to smoke inside is if you're in a performance in New York City. Is that true with pulling your dick out in front of strangers also? Should we find out? No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know, dude. This is funny though. One of my friends got scammed by one of those Russian bots kind of recently. You just know what I mean when I say that, right? You know, you have no idea. I thought that this was a normal thing. Someone made a fake hot girl account and then DM'd him, and he was like, "Oh, a hot girl wants to see my dick," and then he sent it to her, and then she was like, "Cool, send me $1,000 in iTunes gift cards, or else your dick goes to your mom now." Which is the whole scam. Which you should have seen that coming when a hot girl DM'd you. That doesn't happen in the real world. That's crazy. But it's also funny to me because he did it. He bought it back, and it's funny to me because iTunes gift cards, those things only get used to buy your own dick pics back from Russian bots. I'm pretty sure. There's no other practical use for them. Apple created a system of currency to buy your own nudes back. That's innovative. They were like, "Oh, what can you do with this plastic card?" They're like, "Oh yeah, you can buy your own dignity." Isn't that pretty cool? $7, Walmart, dude, your dignity. You can buy a good night of sleep for this amount of money. They pulled a knife out. I don't like that. Also, I know on their end, the Russian bots end, they turn the iTunes gift card back into money somehow. But I like to imagine that they don't, and they just really wanted to listen to like a new Rihanna album, and this is the fastest way for them to get it. They were like, "Oh shit, Rihanna, hold on, let's get Matt's dick in this, and we'll work backwards." How many Matt's dick pics equal? Never mind. I don't know. My favorite app right now is this thing called Listen In. I don't know if you guys have heard about this. It's unbelievable. It's an audiobook app. It's like a rival to Audible. The only difference is that it's a free app, and the reason why it's free is because they just let anyone upload themselves reading an audiobook. So it's just audiobooks by dudes that have like 27 hours to kill. It's unbelievable, dude. It's a guy that wanted to read me Game of Thrones, basically. So I listened to 3 Game of Thrones books on this app. I thought Game of Thrones had a subplot where the narrator was getting divorced. I thought that's a part of the series. My favorite factor of the app is they release stats of their most read books, and the most read book was Harry Potter, and number 2 was Hunger Games, and then the 26th most read book was MLK's I Have a Dream speech, which, not a book, first of all, speech, says so in the title, but also very famously was recorded and is online for free by Martin, if you want to hear that version. So it's like 400 dudes who saw that and was like, nah, let me give it a shot. You've heard Martin's version, you haven't heard Tony's version. Ahem. 4 score. He gets it wrong. Alright, dude. Something really funny happened in my real life that's rare. So to understand this, you need to know that 7 months ago, my roommate got blackout drunk, and he woke up and his girlfriend had broken up with him and blocked him on everything. And he does not know why. I can make some obvious guesses, but he, for some reason, is mystified about it. And so he bought her flowers online and sent them to her house. Cut to 2 days ago, I'm in my apartment with him, and I watched him realize that the flowers were a subscription service. Dude, he sent her flowers once a month for 7 months. To a woman who has still not talked to him since he probably yelled at her. You know what I mean? I'm hoping all he did was yell at her. They were themed for the month. They changed it up. It was a script. They sent her Valentine's Day flowers 3 months after she broke up with him. I think that is a crime. I'm pretty sure it should be illegal to do that. But also, there was a note. They let him put a note in it. It was the same note every month, and the note was, I miss you, call me. 7 months. 7 months of I miss you, call me. That woman, I wish I could be in her group chat. I dream of the joy that her friends get every month waiting to see if he sends them one more time. Dude, it's so... Also, he has a new girlfriend now. He found out about it and he was like, should I tell my new girlfriend? I was like, no, you've been cheating on her for 7 months. This is illegal in girlfriend territory for sure. She's not going to be hyped about this. I got to watch that happen. And I didn't do anything else that week. I watched it happen and I was like, I'm good for the week. I don't need to do, this is it now. So that was great. This happened a couple days ago, so I'm kind of still checked out based on that. It was very joyful for me. Okay, I should do something that I wrote. I don't know, let's talk about I've had like 3 real jobs in my life before this. One of them, I was a cashier at Brandy Melville. And if you don't know, Brandy Melville, it's a store for really, really hot teenage girls. That's kind of all they do there. That's not my fault, that's their branding, okay? I'm objectively assessing the situation. Really hot. No. Teenage girls. Objectively. I think that's in a marketing plan somewhere. Everyone who worked there was a teenage girl, by the way, besides me. My boss, 16-year-old girl, I had to report to her every day. It was hell on earth, dude. It sucked. The 16-year-old girl is the worst boss you can have. Because I had to interview with her. I just stood across from her. And she was like, what are your qualifications? And I was like, I can vote? I don't know. What do you want from me right now? Dude. At the end of the interview, she did the thing where she wrote my salary on a piece of paper and then slid it across the desk to me. I was like, what movie did you learn this from, dude? What TikTok series did you learn this from? She stood across, and I looked on the paper, she had just written the words minimum wage. So, Google the number at least, you know? After that, I worked at a tech company for a couple of years, and with my first week there, they took us to a escape room to like company bond with everyone. But it was my first adult job, and I was so worried they were gonna figure out that I was just like a dumb idiot. And so before I went, I googled a walkthrough of the escape room. It was by far the most fun hour of my life. It was because the whole time the company was just gassing it. They're like, "Dude, you're great at escape rooms," and I knew I cheated, but part of me was like, "Damn, I'm good at escape rooms." Like, straight to my head, dude. And then I was like, wow, is that how senators feel when they trade stocks? Because that's awesome. I understand that 100%. Okay. Was that kosher? Is that the word for radio? Was that radio kosher?
Yeah, it was alright.
Okay. Cool.
He's given up.
He's given up.
I'm getting there.
You're getting there, I
I'm
understand.
gonna give money to the next person.
Okay, I appreciate that. Oh, I would have been clean. Fuck. Guess it's too late now. Do I get off the stage? What do you want me to do right now?
Call your friend.
Which,
called
Nick? Do I bring him up?
Yeah.
This next guy comes on stage, piece of shit, dude. Really awful. He's one of my best friends. Guys, give it up for Nick Hopping!
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys for hanging out. Are you having fun so far?
Yeah.
I'm one of the owners of the club. I know it looks very cheap in here, but it's. I mean, look at what I look like. Like this is like a lot for me. When you own a small business, I've learned I will take meetings with any nonsense person if I think it'll generate money. I met with this guy. He said he was like a marketing agent, and I messaged him and I was like, "We're trying to sell more tickets." So I get on the call with him, and he starts just like interrogating my book. He's like, "Why do you want to sell more tickets?" And I was like, "I want more money." And he was like, "Yes, I know, but let's back up. Why do you want more money?" And I'm like, "So I won't. So we'll have more." And he just kept asking me why until like push out further. And he's like, "No, but what do you really want?" And finally, I was like, "I don't know, love. Like, what do you? What is this?" It was like a marketing. It was like therapy disguised as like a marketing meeting. I think that would be a way to get more. If you want more men to go to therapy, that's how you. Like disguise it as some sort, you get a plumber, like, why do you want the shit out of your toilet? No, but why? It smells bad, but what's wrong with, you're like, my dad beat me. Oh, fuck. Oh my gosh. And so it was 2 hours with this marketing guy, and he still had not explained to me what it is that he did. He just kept asking me very personal questions. And so I was like, we have to end this meeting right now. And he was like, we'll pick this up later. And I had scheduled a second meeting, and I texted him and I was like, "Hey, this meeting can only go an hour. You will have only 1 hour to explain to me what it is that you do this time." And he texted back and he goes, "Well, then let's not even do it." So I don't know. I didn't follow up. That's where I got. So, all right, I got some. I don't really do politics stuff, but I do have some. I feel like I'm getting back into politics. It's so fun now with all the. Like, do you think Biden is happy that he finally gets to like admit that he's old? Now that he's out, he can be like, yeah, no, all that stuff, I'm fucking old. That's what that was. Because before, whenever he was weird, he had to be like, no, I'm just like a weird guy. Like, I'm not, I can still be, but I'm just a weird Biden. Why do you keep whispering? Because it's a secret. Why do you keep smelling everybody's hair? Because you smell it. It's awesome, Why don't you finish the second half of most of your sentences? Well, the second half's really fucked up, and I don't want you guys to have to come to. Oh, I did it again. I'm sorry, guys. Boom, big pop in the lounge cafe. That's gonna be a cafe, by the way. So, anyway, here's my Trump joke. Do you guys think Trump's gonna beat Kamala?
No. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you look at polls or ask anyone, like, yeah. But interesting, this focus group doesn't. Radio Free Brooklyn's crowd is not a good subset of America. No, Trump's going to win. Like, I mean, obviously. But anyway, what I think is funny is that Trump will have stopped the first female president twice. It's like that's what he set out to do. He heard the woman was running and he was like, oh, anybody can run. All right, I'll jump. Because he wasn't even. And then he beat Hillary, and then is that right now or a minute?
No, you minute.
He beat Hillary, and then when a man ran, he was like, oh, no, right ahead. And then when it's Kamala, he's like, I'm back, baby. Like, I bet do you think he's self-conscious about that? He's like, I was president twice, and it's like, yeah, in the co-ed league. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, wait, I had one more quick. Okay, what about how many Human Centipede movies were there? 3? 2? What about a new one? Okay, but the twist is it's not Human Centipede, it's the centipede human. And I cut off all of the legs of a centipede except 2 and then 2 legs. And I make him just like drive and stuff. And he's like, oh, what is this? What about that? All right, so I'm done. Is there a part you guys do, or?
No.
All right, thank you guys. The Nick.
Thank you, Nick and Austin. We've got one last comedian. We're butting up against the next show, so save it for later, okay? I'm sorry. I hope you can remain employed, but we'll talk after. No,
She's gonna call me.
I'm calling our next comedian to the stage. He is a very funny guy. Helped me out, get my start in comedy here. He's got an hour, sneaky. He is gay, but I'm gonna call him to the stage right now. His name is Keenan Steiner. Come on up here, buddy.
Way to ruin the big reveal. Golly, I seem so straight. What the fuck? I seem so fucking straight. I was gonna go home. I was looking to sleep with them. That's what I was gonna do. I was looking to get some pussy tonight. What happened? You really blew it. That really is all of my material, though. That it's like, you don't know I'm gay, and so that's really, I'm in trouble now. I know some of these people. Hello, how are you? Who knows this? I'm just kidding. It's Trevor. No, so. So glad I got that name right. Yeah. Oh my God. I have restaurant owner vibe. When I walk into a restaurant, people always thank me for the calamari. This just happens everywhere I go. It's because I seem medium important. I have like an air about me, and I say hi to I have owner vibe in general. Like, who thought I owned the club here? It's just everybody. When I walk in, I greet everybody. Everyone wants to know where the bathroom is from me, all the time, everywhere I go. I'm a late coming out gay. I came out late. Before I came out, I was with 7 lucky women. I said that recently in a show, and a girl in the front row was like, did you ask them if they liked it? Oh. And no, I didn't, because I didn't have to. They all liked it. Nobody lasts longer with a woman than a gay man. They all liked it. I thought about this recently. I used to lick pussy. I used to have a vagina in my mouth. I used to lick so much pussy. I used to lick the fuck out of pussy. I used to lick so much pussy because I would do it, and then girls would be like, okay, now it's your turn. And I'd be like, nope, I'm too tired from licking pussy. But I remember licking pussy, and I remember how hard it was. You know, because when the girl's on her back, you have to do the angle, you have to do like the turtle, and it was like really hard on your neck. And that's why I came out as gay, because sucking dick is way more ergonomic. Somebody told me when I was doing that bit that I was licking pussy way gay. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. All I had was a dog collar around my neck. To keep the contamination away. I'm not sure what they mean. And then there was a I guess I'm keeping it too far away. There was a lesbian in the crowd. She's like, "You're doing it wrong. You gotta dive in." Oh yeah. Sorry, that was scary. All right. I hooked up with all sorts of people. Hooked up weird hookups. I went home with this guy recently, and I gave him head. I'm a Jew, so we're good at giving head. We love giving head. It's just a thing we do. We put the whore in Horowitz. We really do. We're really good at it. It always and I don't know. It's because people want to know why, but it's because we were repressed a long time ago, and that was our sustenance. But So anyway, I was going down on this guy. He loved it. He fucking loved it, and he loved it for a weird reason. He goes, "I love it." This is his words. "I love that. I love it. I love it." He goes, "I love it when that nose hit my stomach." And so I was just like, good, and I just like I was like, all right, that's better for me. So I just gave him a raspberry, and then he came. It was great. I do have a lot of strange hookups. He goes, there's all sorts of people, and people have weird fetishes. I went home with another guy who was a black guy, and we're in his bed. I just go home. I met him at the bar, and I went home with him. You know, and we're in bed, and he had a really weird fetish. We're in bed. This is a true story. So we're in bed, and he, in bed, wanted me to call him the N-word in bed. That was his thing. And I talked to some black friends afterwards. Apparently this is like a bedroom thing only. It's not unheard of, okay? It's like, but it's weird. It was very weird at the time. So he's like, I want you to call me the N-word. And I was, Like, thank God I wasn't like, up, found the one. So he wanted me to call him the N-word in bed, and I was just like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. And no, I'm not into that. You know. And then he goes, you can do it here. This is a safe space. He said. And I said, well, actually, I feel very unsafe. It was like, I feel very unsafe, especially, you know, I feel very unsafe, especially because that was my safe word, and now I need a new one. So I brought out my cleanest material for tonight. I can't use like in my house I don't keep Q-tips because if I go too far in, I use them too much. They're so good. Too good, the Q-tip. It's too good, I can't keep them in my house. I can't because I can't control it. The only way that I use Q-tips, if I go to your house, I will use your Q-tips from your cabinet. And I'm embarrassed to leave them in your garbage, so I walk around all day with Q-tips in my pocket. It's very weird. But that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. I will. That's what you gotta do. You gotta be a friend. You gotta let your friends use your Q-tips, because that's the only time. I gotta use them eventually. I gotta clean my ears, but I can't keep them. And so, but I looked up the name of the Q-tip because I wanted to know what how the name originated. Q-tip. I thought maybe it was named after Cupid because when you put it in your ear, it's like yum yum yum. And no, but I looked it up, and apparently in the 1920s, the first name of it was, this is real, it was the baby gay. That was the real name. Before they changed it, I could see why they changed it. Before it was Q-tip, it was baby gay. They should have. Now the issue is, 3 dozen kids go to the emergency room in the U.S. every day for sticking Q-tips too far deep in their ear. They should have kept the name the baby gay, because it would have been good. I'm kind of a new gay, and I know. He could have had a great slogan as a new gay or baby gay. Baby gay, if you go, watch out, don't go too deep, it might hurt. Okay. Good. It would have worked. You know, dead mom, I got dead mom. And my mom said, it's okay, it happened like 8 years ago. And my dad is still alive, and I love my dad. But sometimes I do have a dark thought, because I love my mom so much, I have the thought sometimes that the wrong parent died. I have had that thought. Which, if I'm being honest, is also how I feel about Kobe and LeBron. You know, and anyway, I have OCD. I have OCD, and I have OCD. I also have IBS. I have OCD and IBS. So I can't stop thinking about this mozzarella stick. I have OCD, and I needed a therapist recently. I needed a new therapist. And so I made a call of a random guy that was recommended. And I call this guy, and he gives me like 10 minutes, the psychiatrist gives me a 10-minute spiel about, he asked me about my issues, he's giving me really good answers. I'm like, this guy's really good. I think I'm gonna be able to work with him and help me with my OCD. And only at the end of the call, he drops, and the initial consultation is $700 if I go in and work with him. And then, so all of a sudden, I said to him, you know what? It's interesting how I'm obsessing much less these days. I really feel like I'm going to focus on my finances and become an entrepreneur. You know, with global warming, famine, and war, my problems amount to but a peanut in this world. I started to realize. No other service works like this. That you don't know that they solve your problems for 10 minutes and then they tell you the price afterwards instead of the price up front. No other service works like this. Like, can you imagine if I was getting a hair transplant and they did a little bit of work and I was like, oh, that's working really well. And then he's like, oh, that's $10,000 if you want me to finish. And I'm like, all right, well, thanks for the tuft. I'm out of here. With my OCD, I'll be thinking about it a lot, but I like that Joey earlier was like, I have kind of a receding hairline. If he has a kind of a receding hairline, I've never lost any hair. I used to live in, I moved to Mexico during the pandemic. During the pandemic, I moved to Mexico. And people always asked me. I told everybody I did it to learn to do stand-up in Spanish, and do a whole project where I was doing across the country doing stand-up in Spanish and English. But it's not the real reason. The real reason I moved to Mexico is because I'm a gay Italian Pisces, and it's very dramatic, low-key, huge diva. And I was dating somebody here that I loved, and when he told me he didn't love me, I was like, okay, well, I'm leaving the country. There's nothing else for me here. And I left, because there's nothing for me here. If not you, other Pisces, there's nothing for me here. So I lived in Mexico, and I did one of my first sets I did in Spanish. I told a joke in Spanish about topping in bed, about being activo. Okay, we have activo y pasivo, top and bottom. And so I told a joke about being activo. And I left the stage and pedí a mi amigo, I asked my Mexican friend, ¿Cómo me fue? How did I do? How did I do? And this is why I've come back now. People think I have Latino vibe or whatever, just because I try to speak like this. Anyway, I'm like, how did I do? He goes, oh, not very well. And I'm like, why? He goes, oh, because we didn't believe you that you're a top. And I said, why? He goes, oh, because your voice is so high, he said. And I was like, what do you mean? I had no clue what he was talking about, because you could hear my voice, it's deep, it's like a low voice. But I didn't know this. Yo no sabía eso, pero mi voz es mucho más aguda en español. I speak with a much higher voice in Spanish. I'm a Spanish bottom. I am an English top, but I am a Spanish bottom. I didn't know I was a Spanish bottom, and it makes sense because I learned Spanish when I was gay. And I learned English when I thought I was straight. And so, that's right. Like, that's up here. Like, I'm always up here in the U.S. I'm fucking. I'm fucking. I go down to Mexico to get fucked every single time. Up here, I'm daddy. Down there, I'm looking for poppy. Down there, I got that dick in it. That's what happened. I got that dick and it was just like arriba. Yeah. So that's, I think, is the show. I think I brought my cleanest material, and I'm Keenan Steiner. You guys have been such a nice crowd. Thank you so much, FCC agents. I'm sure you'll come over here. Do you want me to stay here, or you have the mic? Okay.
Keenan brought up the N-word, so I don't think we have a shot at.
Well, I forgot to say that you look like a cousin from the Huxtable family. He totally looks like a Cosby cousin. Oh my god. Like Vanessa's.
I think everyone was a great comedian. I just I'm really sad because my boss is calling me. Hello? Hey, what'd you think of the show?
What I thought of the show, I thought it was just very profane.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Am I still on the team? What? Oh.
Why does the head of the FCC sound like she runs a juice stand?
You know what? I'm done with this. I'm sorry. And everyone say whatever they want. You know? Free radio, free Brooklyn. Everybody say it with me.
Free radio, free Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Free radio, free Brooklyn.
Free radio, free Brooklyn. Free radio, free Brooklyn.
Free radio, free Brooklyn.
Okay.
Free radio, free Brooklyn.
All right. I think we're gonna have to end this.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you so much for coming out, everybody. Hopefully this guy is gonna be all right. It sounds like he's unemployed. Flophouse, thank you so much for hosting us. And listen to one show. Listen to one podcast. Make your own podcast if you want. Hit me up. Hit Sam up. We're doing more events. We do mute. Come on, just come check it out. Thank you again for coming. This is it. Have a good night.